guys, very glad to have you with me for this video today. We're going to be really just calling myself out on a lot of different things that I reach for repeatedly in my makeup collection. And me, doing what I do here for a living, having the amount of products that I have, it needs to be switched up. And I'm pretty good about switching it up in a lot of aspects of makeup. I'll use different foundations all the time, different eyeshadows, blushes, highlights, lipsticks, lip glosses, things like that. Like, I will just go for it and try new things. But then there are these staples that just keep repeating themselves time after time. And it's like, if I don't reach for it, I get that feeling as though, I don't know, I'm a coach and I'm not using my starting lineup or something. Or you're really clinging to it when you're doing special occasion makeup, like you got a big event, and then it's like, what things are you gonna reach for? Oh, well, it's gonna be the Laura Mercier powder, or it's gonna be the Milani eyeshadow primer, and I'm not giving other things a chance to shine. I know decluttering is fun and awesome and trendy and great, and I like it, and I'm not abandoning the concept, and I really want to do it. However, there's something that feels very uneducated and wasteful to me when I look to a certain element of my makeup collection and I think, I don't know enough about this stuff that I own, that's sitting here, that I, in a lot of cases, paid for, that's in my drawer. I don't know enough about a lot of that stuff to, in an educated way, weed it out and decide what I need, And that's a scary and weird and wasteful feeling. So in the new year, I have resolved that I want to use more of what I have, because makeup is not without an expiration date, so you need to go ahead and use the stuff. And then when I do decide to declutter certain things, I can be like, yes, I gave that a shot, I gave that an honest shot, and now I can say it's time to let it go or it needs to stay. And to the everyday makeup user, maybe this is coming across like, well, what? Like, who cares? It's fine to have that one product that you love and keep repurchasing and keep using it over and over. We're all in search of the one, whether it's the one foundation, that one concealer, that one eyeshadow primer. But with what I do, I feel I owe it to you guys to speak from the most educated stance I can, and the best way of educating myself is just to use what I've got. And part of this big collection comes from trying to buy the newest things and stay on top of it. Part of it's a lot of PR stuff coming in, and you just got to manage it and use it. So this is a very serious, very on purpose shopping my stash moment here, where I'm not forbidding myself from using some of these things that I've loved for years. I'm not telling myself I can't go back to them. I'm just saying, let's give those things some competition. Let's try some new, and let's just also use what's around. I think by now you get me. You get my point. You understand where I'm going with this. Okay, first thing, Milani eyeshadow primer. I love it. It works fabulously well. I feel like I can always count on my shadow look to last when I put this underneath it, and I like the way shadows kind of cling to it, so it's awesome. But this is something that is going to take a little time out in my collection for a while, and in a lot of cases here I might be sharing 1, 2, 3 alternatives that I really want to use, and if you've got suggestions for me beyond what I'm mentioning, let me know. But one is the Marc Jacobs Undercover eyeshadow primer. I have this. I really want to use it. And from the drugstore, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. Why not use them? If they fail me terribly, at least I'll know. If my last video was any indication, here's another product that I cling to for dear life, my Jordana Color Envy waterproof liquid eyeliner. To its credit, it is truly waterproof, it is truly matte black, and it's the best brush, and it's cheap. So it's got so many things going for it. But not only do I want to try other black liners, but I really want to just bust open the doors to the liner landscape in general and stop using so much black liquid liner. Now, I have branched out a little bit with the L'Oreal Super Slim. That is a black liquid liner with a felt tip pen that works really well and kind of does compete with my Color Envy some. I mean, it's not waterproof, but it works really well. But just colored liquid liners, different finishes of liquid liners. I've got metallic and glittery things that I want to be experimenting with, and liner is a fun way to add color to your look, but in a very minimal amount of surface area, so it doesn't have to feel too scary. But like today, I'm wearing this Too Faced sketch marker in deep navy blue. I know, really branching out from black to navy blue, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Here's a big one, guys, for coverage and color correcting. My Benefit Boi-ing Brightening Concealer, aka Erase Paste, in shade number 2. I love this. Nothing is quite like this. There are a lot of things that come close. There are a lot of things that I would even call really good. But this is special to me, and I know it is because, again, you think about when you're sitting down to do special occasion makeup, when you really want to look your best, what's the first kind of coverage thing I reach for after putting my foundation on? It's always this, because I know that this totally takes away the dark circle look. I am so like entrenched in using this product. I don't really own that many different ones. I mean, there have been other ones that I've mentioned liking, like the Pixie Correction Concentrate. There's sort of some correctors in that Urban Decay Shapeshifter palette, but if you've got any other standalone correctors in a light peachy tone that you think I should try, let me know. One of them though that I can definitely put my hands on and that I tried today is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, the Peach Corrector, and it felt a little dark going on, but yet it wasn't quite as dark as that Maybelline one that I complained about recently in my fails video. So I'm going to be working this in and trying to distance myself a bit from the erase paste, even though I know it's awesome. Another thing, you know, my Laura Mercier powder, I feel like I shout this from the rooftops. It's such a special setting powder. It really does well with baking and just the under eye area. It plays so well for me there. And I have been trying to branch out. Like the Maybelline Fit Me powder, you know, I discovered that as a result of trying to step away from this a little bit. But I think what gets me here is that there's still more. My loose powder collection is massive. If I ever have a hope of decluttering that, I've got to try some of this stuff so I know what I think. And so just a couple of examples here would be the RCMA No Color powder. I've got this. It's been sitting around for a long time, needs to get used. Also, my Ben Nye Cameo Luxury powder. This I used today on my under eye area, and I can look up really freaking close at it, and I feel like I kind of look like I have special doll skin or something like that. It worked actually really, really well. Another hardcore go-to for me is the Tarte Shape Tape. It works so well, the coverage is amazing. But I've got some other pretty full coverage wand applicator concealers that I want to put up against this. One of those that I've had on hand for a while but just haven't used much is this Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealer, okay? I want to go back to some NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I for a long time thought was almost too drying for me, but I want to reapproach this because it's been a while. So like today, my under eye area is the combo of the LA Girl Pro Conceal and the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm still seeing more under eye circle than I want to see. Oh, and again, it was set with this. The texture of it looks really nice. We'll see how it wears, but I could definitely stand to have a little more coverage there, you know. Another new thing that I want to work in is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour, which seems to have a lot of the same claims, you know, as the Tarte Shape Tape, but is it as good a coverage? Well, the special thing about Shape Tape is that it's really good coverage and it wears so well on me. So I'm looking for other things that can potentially do that. With lip products, I feel like I'm pretty open. I will bounce around as much as I possibly can. Sometimes I get into a little rut with what I take in my purse, or like the stuff that ends up staying in your purse, you know, after you've made like 5 trips out and then you realize, oh, I'm just kind of, every time I'm out, I'm reaching for these 1 or 2 products that always stay in my purse. So that can be a bit of a rut, but overall, like I start the day with the best of intentions with trying different things most of the time. But lip pencils are kind of a problem, and these NYX Slide-On lip pencils, they're great. Like they're smooth, they're creamy, they're even. Like if you want to wear one of these and one of these alone, you will have a locked in matte lip look with all the precision because you put it on with the pencil, right? Like this Nude Suede Shoes shade is such an essential, but I've got other lip liners that are just kind of busting out in my collection and I need to use them. One of those is from Bite. I am so super familiar with Bite's lipsticks, but not so much the lip liner. And I just have this one here that's number 36. I think it came in that Champagne Discovery set, and I'm wearing that today as my base color, actually, with a little bit of this Becca gloss on top, this Rose Quartz and Seashell gloss. Pretty look, right? I'm enjoying that. And another whole line of lip liners that I think I'm really gonna fall into and love are the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte lip liners. This shade called Mastermind is a really nice basic, but I've got a lot of others that I haven't even tapped into yet. Last little thing here, I bounce around mascara-wise more than a lot of people even realize. Like, I sing the praises of Lash Paradise and I use it a ton. I mean, that's really a go-to, but I'm trying different ones more than I even discuss. And something that I really want to resolve to do is use my Estee Lauder Little Black Primer with a lot more mascaras, because sometimes I forget about this, and this is absolutely transformative under so many different mascaras. Like I'm wearing it today with my Essence Lash Princess, the purple one, the Sculpted Volume one, which was good but not great for me on its own. Paired with the Little Black Primer, my lashes are a lot thicker and longer, and you know, I'm not wearing falsies today. So I just kind of want to experiment with this with a lot of different mascaras that have have been ho-hum for me and just see how they work now. But yeah, guys, that's my very specific, very pinpointed sort of makeup resolutions, shop my stash type video, less talk, more action. You know, it's just a matter of doing it. It's sitting down, and every time you put a product on, you're making a decision. And so with my collection, having the things that I have, I want to be able to open a drawer and say, yes, I know all about these different things, instead of, yeah, I know a lot about a good chunk of them, but there's still some mystery. I don't want any mysteries in my stash anymore. And I want to know that when I start my decluttering, I can do it from a very educated, like well-rounded mindset. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. The sister to this video will be coming up pretty soon, I think, and it's going to be more about palettes, and it's going to be like all these palettes that I have that I haven't really bonded with yet that I really want to just take under my wing and use because I'm excited about them and I think they look great, but for whatever reason they just haven't been getting used. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!